I'm now in Pelotas, the last southern Brazil city that I will go to before crossing the border to Uruguay in the next couple of days. And I'm right now in the center of the city, the historical center. And it is just after 11 o'clock in the morning. It is a Sunday, but it is so quiet, so peaceful. People walking the dogs. Hardly any traffic, but last night it was the start of Carnival week in the city, and just all the way around there were so many people and music, and this is what it looked like. There was a live band just walking around with the loudest loudspeaker going. Obviously I can't play the music. And just people dancing, singing. It was amazing, really amazing. And I think there is so much going on just this week that I just feel I want to stay. Now, the hostel I'm staying in is just over there. It is just so friendly, so one of the best hostels I've been to for a while. So all these buildings around here are built from 1780 all the way through 1930s. So this is the historical place you need to start off with. Now, this city used to be one of the richest in Brazil in its past, and that was because it built its wealth on dried meat being made here and being made for the enslaved people of Brazil. That is past, now it is present, and the buildings around here was built on that money made from its past. So I am going to have a little walk around the whole of the centre. I have got a tourist map. There's so much to see in such a small area, but in the park itself there is 8 entrances all the way around, which leads to the centre. And this is the fountain, which was imported from France in 1785 with the aim of supplying drinking water to the local population. You can see there's no water in there at the moment. I don't think there's been any water in there for a while. But if you look at the statues within, they are intricately carved. Beautiful. And the idea is, where do I go to start looking at the edge? Because there is so many signs giving you tourist information, which Google Translate is helping me translate from the Portuguese. So I think we'll go this way. But the blue skies, the sun, it's not very hot. It's about 26, 28 degrees, which is just perfect for me. And even in the square, hello, someone's just waved. You've got a little river in the square itself. Just climb over this bench. That's beautiful. And it's got fish in it. It's just like a little moat. And you've got the pigeons enjoying the water there. And the little bridge that takes you into the centre. Oh no, it's got a gate. Can't get in. Still, for some reason this bit is blocked off, and there's a fence that goes all the way around. It is got murals all the way, so I don't know if there's something going on being built in there. Ooh. I mean, just for a centre, it's really cool. Right, I've just come across from the park and I'm going to have a little wander around here, which is Mercado Central, which major Brazilian town cities will have in its central market. And within it, it's got about 80 stalls. Now, as I said, there are signs everywhere. They do look after the tourists. A map showing you where you are, various things that are in sight of where you are. So I'm gonna have a little wander in, and you've got the clock tower just above it. I don't know if you can be able to see it from inside. The times are wrong. Oh wow. Don't even know what that is. But with everything being closed on a Sunday, apart from that little cafe there, I went out to looked for a shop earlier to buy some food for tonight, and the whole place is just about closed. Oh, it's a tourist centre. Oh. Wow. Right, I want to see if they've got any English maps. So I've just been inside the tourist information office. She spoke pretty good English. Unfortunately, they only do tourist maps in Portuguese and Spanish because they never get any Westerners come here. I think I might be the first one in a while. And there's a Greek god, Mercury. He's got things in his feet that make him fly. And the clock tower, I think, is right in the centre up there. But she was fascinated by the fact that I'm from England, that I've come to this place, this city. I can imagine that when this is open, this place is busy, full of people shopping. But yeah, there's the clock tower. God, that's old. Yeah. According to that, it's 5:15 in the afternoon. Beautiful. Seeing as I'm in the market, I might as well sit down in this little cafe and have lunch. So that is a parcel of chicken and cheese with café con leche, coffee with milk, with some sort of mayonnaise, I don't know. But the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful city. So what I thought was mayonnaise, I've just lathered onto this. It tastes a bit like butter, but when you look inside, it's just pure lumps of chicken. Really nice with cheese. That's probably one of the better ones I've had. That's beautiful. That was really nice. And there was a guy that was sat next to us that actually had some beer. And I thought, oh, Sunday afternoon in the sunshine. And I was going to have some beer last night, but I was a good boy. I was too involved in the carnival to get any alcohol. So, it is the perfect day. It's just a chilled area. So this building that's opposite the market is the first university level type school in the city. And in 2013 it was listed as historical heritage. You can just see above the windows it's got literature, science, arts and industrial. And then across the road over there, in fact I'll get a bit closer. So this is part of the Federal University of Pelotas. But more importantly, it's used as the Centro de Integración, and today it's used as a Mercosur building as part of the integration, as seen as we're close to Uruguay. Now Mercosur is a bit like the EU back in Europe, a bunch of South American countries which uses the organisation as trade only between all the countries, and you've got the flags above the building there, even though they're a bit frayed. Right, I'm going to have a little wander down here, down one of the back streets, which if I go around that will take me back towards the square. Now I had planned on leaving here tomorrow and heading towards the border, but I think I might just stay for another night. I really like it here. It's just chilled. I don't know what it'll be like on a normal day, tomorrow being Monday, if it'll be a bit more crazier. But the hostel itself's got a pool, got free breakfast. I think it's £12 a night, if I remember rightly. Now the problem with being in Brazil is, and this is the first country this happened, I've hardly been to any bank to get any money out. Everything is on my phone, which makes it a little bit difficult when you're trying to budget and you've got so much money in your hand and you can go, right, that's how much money I've got for the rest of the day. Not when it's on your phone, you just keep beeping away. I really like this place. And it's classed as a frontier town. Now that one up there just says Edificio Central. There is no sign around, but it's an old building. And there's this square again. So yeah, I'm going to take an extra day here, an extra night, and chill by the pool, do nothing. Like, I'm going to try and take at least one day off from filming, from videoing, from putting a video on YouTube at least once every week or two. That'd be perfect, right? Oh wow. And now we've got a bit of culture, theatre. So this is the Teatro Cathedral, and it is one of the oldest theatres in Brazil. So obviously, as I've said before, they had the wealth, they had the ambition, they wanted to make this city as best as possible. So theatre was needed. Now the pink outside is deliberate. They wanted it to stand out, and it's of its time. But yeah, I'm still learning so much about a city I've never heard of. There is so much to talk about around here. But I'm now going to head down this road down here to the cathedral, or at least one of the cathedrals I saw on a map. Oh, I'm back at the moat. So I've shown you history, culture, and a little bit of food thrown in. And that is why I like going off the beaten track, to find places like this. Not the big cities that everyone goes to, but now I've just walked 5 blocks down. I'm here at the cathedral. Right, let's get a bit closer. So this is St. Francis of Paula Metropolitan Cathedral. It started off as a small chapel back in 1813, then kept getting expanded as the city grew. It became a cathedral in 1910, and most of what you see right now was finished in the 1950s, including Italian artwork and marble that was brought over from Europe. Now it is closed. What does that say? Charitas? But it's beautiful. So ending with a bit of religion. I think I've covered all the bases for the town. And I think this is my second favourite place in Brazil so far, after Laguna, of course. And if you've not checked out that video, look at it now. But I think it's time to go back to the hostel. It's coming up to 1:30, and I think this is the earliest I've actually finished a vlog, mainly because I'm usually traipsing all over a city trying to find the sites where everything here is just central. I like it. But if you've enjoyed this little walk around another city that you've never heard of, then all you got to do is press that like button. I am taking a day off tomorrow. I will be staying for one more night. I might just go out tomorrow just to see what it's like during the day and show you a normal day of people and traffic, just to give you like the comparison, contrast. But what am I going to do for the rest of the day? This is something unusual, finishing this early. Because of the streets being so quiet, I'm going to go for a run this afternoon. It's cool enough, it's quiet enough, and all I've got to do is just go up, down, and then just keep going up and down the quiet streets until I run out of breath. So until the next time, bye bye for now.